and welcome back to our workout today. Today we're going to do a push-pull style workout. We're going to work through 6 exercises, and then we're going to take a little rest and repeat those same 6 exercises 3 to 4 times, depending on how much time you have. So before we get into our workout, let's get a quick warm-up going. So we're going to start with single arm circles. So we're going to take our one arm forward. We're going to do 5 on each side. Inhale and exhale. Just warming up that body. Good. And other side forward. Whatever your range of motion is, work through that. And 5 backwards. Good. I don't know about you, but I can always hear my shoulder blades crunching together. It's probably not a great sign, all that sitting at a desk all the time. All right, we're going to move into both arms backwards. Good. Ooh, that's a nice stretch. I should learn to do this every morning. And coming forward. 2 more. And some shoulder rolls. Back and down. Today you're going to need a kettlebell or dumbbell, shoulder roll forward, and optional resistance band. So if you don't have a resistance band, we're only using it for 1 exercise, and I can give you an alternative exercise to do instead. You can see here that I have my resistance band attached at a low point. You want to get it as low as you can because that's where we're going to use it today. All right, continuing into our warm-up, torso rotations here and here. Notice I'm pivoting that foot to get a whole body twist, and then we're going to put the feet down and just twist the upper body. We're going to use this move with our resistance band, so really important to feel how it feels today. We're looking at about a 30 to 45-minute workout. Again, you can modify and cut down the number of circuits you do if you have less time, or you can do more if you have more time. We're going to go ahead and head into a barbell. Good morning. So feet are hip width apart. The first thing we want to do is stack our body into a nice straight line. Ears over shoulders, roll those shoulders back, over hips, knees, ankles, little bend in the knees. We're going to do our barbell good morning. The hands can be on the hips, or at prayer, or even behind the head. So we're going to hinge forward. Now, this might be the first time you've done a hinge movement today, so don't be concerned if you can't hinge very far. Shoulders back, proud chest, pushing forward. Again, a hinge motion. So if your fingers or your hands are in the creases of your hips, you're going to be squishing them as you fold forward. Let's do a couple more. As you feel ready or as you want to try, hands to the ears. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the glutes. 3 more. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. Great. All right, coming into our leg curls or butt kicks. We're not going to do the fast version. We're just going to kick behind us. Again, kicking behind. Warming up quads. Inhale, exhale. If it feels right, start to make a circle. Otherwise, you can just stay right in your spot. Working your way back to the front of the room. And then going the other direction. It always feels weird to me to change directions, but good practice for sure. All right, moving into slow high knees. So we're not doing the running, right? We're just bringing our knees up. If it feels good for you, a little pull, a little squeeze, a little knee hug. We could all use a hug these days. So knee hug it is. Inhale and exhale. 2 more, 1 on each side. And finally, our last thing is our deep squat. You may need to adjust the feet as we maneuver down into this position. We're going to squat down. We're going to find our deep squat. The goal is to get our feet flat on the ground. If your feet are not there yet, don't worry. You might be up or you might be up here, and this is your deep squat, and that's perfectly fine. Find your deep squat and just sit into it. Inhale, exhale. You want a proud chest, an upright position. I'm going to show you from the side in case that makes a little bit more sense. Elbows are inside the knees. In a moment, we're going to be doing this move with our kettlebell. Our elbows are going to come inside the knees. Little pause at the bottom, and then we're going to exhale to stand. So we'll just practice a few more of those without our kettlebell. Coming down, taking your time. Finding that little deep squat. Exhale to rise. Shoulders back, chest proud. Coming back down, deep squat. Placing those elbows inside the knees if you can get them there. Exhale to rise. Good. Don't hold your breath. Just breathe. When you're ready to exhale, push to a stand. Let's do one more together, squeezing those glutes at the top. Finding a little pause at the bottom, taking a breath. Inhale, exhale to rise. Okay, it is time for our circuit. Have a quick sip of water. You can grab your dumbbell or your kettlebell, and we're going to get started. 6 moves. It really works out to 8 moves because we have a right and a left side. So for 2 of our exercises, they are unilateral one side. So we're going to do them 2 times. After we finish all 8, then we are going to have a quick rest, and then we'll do it again and again, and maybe one more time for 4 circuits total. All right, the first thing we're going to do is a deadlift into a high pull. So we practiced our deadlift. So the very first thing, roll those shoulders down. I'm grabbing my kettlebell here. If you have a dumbbell, you can hold it by the ends. We're going to hinge with a flat back as far as you feel comfortable with your hamstrings getting into a deadlift. And then we're going to pull straight up. We're going to lower and pull straight up. We have 20 of those. This first round will take us a little longer because I'm going to explain each exercise to you. We're going to do our 20 reps or 10 and 10, and I'll explain the next one. So let's get ready. We've got deadlift to high pull. When we high pull, come up as far as you feel comfortable. I usually like to stop my elbows right about my shoulders. Sometimes when we pull too far, we pinch the neck and it does not feel good. Here we go. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, pull. Follow your breath. Keeping those ears over those shoulders. Halfway there, number 10 right here. If 10 feels like too much, then you stop when you need. Maybe you just do the upright row. Nice fluid movement. Squeezing those glutes at the top. Slow, steady, and strong. Last 5. This is a pull movement, both the deadlift and the upright row. Last 3. And we're going to switch to a push movement next. And 1. All right, here's your chance to take a little rest. Move 2, goblet squat. You can hold the kettlebell by the horns. You can flip it upside down and hold it more like a goblet. I like to hold it this way. This is where we're going to come into our deep squat, down and up. You're getting as low as you feel comfortable. Body is going to stay nice and tall. Chest is proud. We have 20 of them. Let's go. If you need to move a little slower, That's fine. Squeezing the glutes. That way you protect that low back. Think about puffing that chest up. We practice this in our warm-up. That way, hopefully, your body will be ready. With your dumbbell, you can also be holding it goblet just like this. You can also hold it long ways. 9 left. Going as low as you feel comfortable. Good. So noticing, you might stop and check. Is your shoulders hunched? Are they hunched over? Or do we have that nice, proud spine? We have 5 left. 4, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3, we're about to put our kettlebell down. Unless you don't have a resistance band. And then you're gonna keep it. 1 more. Option to just lower halfway and then rise, whatever your body needs. All right, for those of you with a resistance band, we're going there next. If you don't have a resistance band, you are going to be doing a kettlebell swing. If you have a resistance band, I highly recommend you use it. The kettlebell swing is very hard to master. Some days I don't feel that I've mastered it at all. But using our bands really help. So as you can see, I'm anchored down low. You could use a door frame, a table leg, anything that will not move on you. We're going to step over it. Grab both handles from in between your legs. We are still going to do the kettlebell swing motion, but we're going to do it with this resistance band. You want to step forward so that you have tension on the band. We're going to have a slight bend in the knees. We're going to hinge forward like we just did our deadlift, and we're going to explode forward on an exhale. Okay? We're doing 20 of those. You can do kettlebell swings. Right arm, left arm, 10 of each, or two-handed, 20 of them. Make sure, those of you using a band, if you're back here and your band has no resistance, you're not going to do much. All right, so step out, get some resistance, take those shoulders back, and let's get to it. Down. Let your gaze follow with your body. Six left. 2, 1. Okay, carefully let that drag down, drop down. Move 4. We're going to go back to the band, but just take a minute from it. We're going to do a wood chopping motion. Actually, what I just showed you was wrong. We're going to keep our feet down and we're going to wood chop with our torso. If you don't have a resistance band, your option is going to be Russian twists. You could use your kettlebell or not. The most important thing here is that we're not sitting up, 90 degrees. We're going to be back about 45. We're going to lead with our chest as we go left and right. There are 20 Russian twists or 10 wood chops. So here's what our wood chop looks like. We are going to plant our feet down. We're going to grab onto the handles, and we're going to twist like we are chopping up to a tree. So we're not twisting our body, we're just twisting the torso. We have 10 this way and 10 the other. Again, step out so that you don't have slack. Ready? Here we go. Inhale back. Control. your band back. Up to the shoulder. If you do the twist instead on the floor, you're gonna finish faster, and that's okay. One more. Okay, this time I'm gonna show you from the back so you can see and so I can do the other side. So again, plant the feet. I bring a little bend to my knees. It's right outside next to me. I'm straight armed, and here we go. Exhale. You're gonna feel it in this oblique. Control. All right, now we can set those down. Moving on to move 5. Single arm push press, either with a kettlebell or with your dumbbell. So we're going to bring that kettlebell up. We're going to rack it, thumb to collarbone, and we are going to push and lower. Push. So we're doing a push press, a little jump in the feet. Exhale as we press. 10 on the right and 10 on the left. If you're doing this with a dumbbell, you're holding it here in a racked position. So again, if you're starting from the floor, maybe a little swing up, thumb to collarbone, and here we go. Control down. Good. I like to take my arm straight out. Gives my arm something to do and helps me concentrate. Last one. All right, we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. I'll turn both ways. So again, bring it up, thumb to collarbone. We're going to do a little jump and press. I'll show you from the back. And from the side, last 2 and 1. All right, moving into a single arm row. If you have a bench or an ottoman, your couch, a chair, you can most certainly use that. Otherwise, we're just going to use a forward hinge. We're going to keep our back flat, and we're going to row the arm up. So we're not going to twist, and we're not going to hunch. That hurts really bad. So hinge forward. The left arm can be out to the side. It can be holding onto the waist, or it can be straight down. Find what works for you. We're going to pull up quick and lower slow. Quick. I find keeping my opposite arm out to the side helps keep my back flat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Or whatever makes sense for you. Noticing this shoulder is not coming out of its socket. It's staying in line right here. Last one. Raise to stand, give that back a little rest, and we're gonna go to the other side. I'll stay here so you can just see it this way. Hinge forward. Here we go. Quick. If you can see yourself in the mirror, how's that back look? Two more. Great job. That is our circuit. This is our time to grab some water, make any adjustments you need to. If you have different sets of kettlebells, you are a lucky person. I have my 110 pound, so I'm gonna work with that. I could definitely adjust my weights and do different, but I only have 10. And my heaviest dumbbell is 10, so that's what I'm gonna go with. And definitely have some water. We have those 6 moves again. We should be moving a little quicker this round. Less instruction here, more working here, all right? Let's take 30 more seconds. If you need to do any of those warm-up stretches we did, I'm always trying to get my shoulders behind me. I tend to hunch forward, so you'll see me if you've been watching my videos. You'll know I'm always rolling those shoulders back. All right, 10 seconds, and we're gonna start with our deadlift to high pull before we go into our goblet squats. All right, before we start, let's see how our shoulders are doing. Are they forward? Do we have this kind of bend in the low back or the shoulders? Roll it back. 20 of these. Here we go. Squeezing the glutes as you come up and at the top. I'd love a 20-pound kettlebell here. Not sure if I'd make it through 20, but that's all right. If you're working with a very heavy kettlebell, way to go. You are probably moving slower, and you might not get to 20, and that is totally fine. Squeezing those glutes. Squeeze as you rise. We have 8. I think about a 2-count tempo. Down, 2, up, 2, down, 2. You could also take this much slower. More time under tension means a lot of good strength work. Last 5, I think. If you count better than me, you might be done a little sooner. Last 3. It's real hard to talk and count. Last 2 and 1. All right, we're gonna go into those deep squats. Now remembering, you drop as low as your body feels comfortable. So we're going to bring that kettlebell up. There are lots of ways to do it. The first way I did it was not smart. Good way to break a nail. Bringing it here or holding it by the horns here. You could also put the kettlebell down and just master your deep squat. I take my feet about as wide as the mat. I always adjust them a few times to make sure. Let's head down. Get down here first. Check how you're sitting, how you're squatting. Are you hunched? Bring the shoulders back. Broad chest, long spine. Exhale to rise. Inhale. Little pause at the bottom. Exhale. Squeezing the glutes as you press up. If you get to the bottom of your squat and you round forward, you're probably going too far. So maybe don't squat down so low. You could go here. Listen to what our bodies tell us. Ten down, 10 left. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you rise. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you can hear it on the screen, but my knees give a little pop, a little crack. It doesn't hurt though, so that's okay. 4 more. 3 more. Use that exhale to get you up out of that squat. Always the option to put the kettlebell down. Last one. All right, great work. Let's move that out of the way. We're going to get into our wood chop. Not our wood chop, our resistance band pull through. This is mimicking a kettlebell swing. If you have kettlebell swing in your practice, you feel good about it, it causes you no discomfort or pain, go ahead and do that instead. If you don't have the resistance band or you like it better. Stepping through, stepping out so you get a little tension. Dog crossing, one moment. And here we go. So hinge, pull. Bring your gaze with you. It's less of a squat, more of a hinge. Halfway, stop right here and take an assessment of your body. Roll those shoulders back, step forward, let's go for our last 10. Eight, last 9, one more. All right, you can let that go for a second. We are gonna pick them back up for our wood chops. If you're not doing wood chops, you are doing seated Russian twist, left to right. All right, so pick your poison, and we will get to it. Wood chops, remember, our feet stay anchored, just the torso moves, okay? Coming from, I'll show you that. Oops, I did it again. You can also do it like that, but that's just not what we're focusing on today. All right, step out, give yourself some tension. Ready, here we go. Control that band back. All right, other direction. Moving quicker through our transitions. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Woo. Time for single arm push press, and then single arm row. Sure, you guys can feel my pain here, right? We're all at home. We've got animals. We've got significant others walking through. So bringing that kettlebell right up, thumb to the collarbone. We're in our nice, strong foundational pose here, and we're going to just push. You want to make sure when you lower it slowly. Let's go. All right. Woo. Other side. Man, I thought I wanted a heavier kettlebell, but that's feeling pretty good right there. Here we go. If your kettlebell is not very heavy, then maybe you're just pressing. Last 2. All right. Single arm row. Remembering from here, notice the shoulder. It's not dropping out of its location, twisting. It's staying in its place. If it's easier, maybe you're taking a, what is this, a warrior 2-ish, leaning into your leg and pulling. Here we go. I find it's more of a back workout if I'm in my regular stance. All right, stand. Other side. Keeping our back nice and flat. Our chest is parallel, maybe not parallel, but it's facing towards the floor. So in other words, there's no rotation in the body. Do your words just ever not come to you? Seems to be the story of my life. 8, 9, we get a break, 10. Whew. All right, how's that low back feeling? Or middle back, I should say. Hopefully the low back feels great. My middle back's feeling nice and tense from all that bent over stuff and the rotation. So remember our torso twist with the pivot, or take out the pivot. So it's pretty much what we're doing in our wood shop right here. Have some water, take about 45 seconds, and we're gonna repeat for a 3rd round. And then I think we'll go ahead and call it a day. If you wanna do a 4th round, by all means. I don't want this workout to get too long, but also know you always have the option to extend it by repeating those 6 moves 1 more time, 2 more times, whatever you want. All right. We'll take about 20 seconds. Again, just stretching out my upper body. I'm gonna do some foam rolling after this, working to get that chest open by laying on a nice long foam roller. I'll show you what I do at the end, but you can foam roll on your own time. All righty, let's go ahead and let's get to our 3rd and final round, because we're at about the 30-minute mark, I think, of our circuit. 6 moves. Deadlift to high pull. Our feet hip width, shoulders. Set your body in line first. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, toes. It's like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right? So it's just ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and toes. All right, let's go. Down, 2, and pull. 2, down. So last time that we're gonna repeat this circuit. Got a happy doggy coming through. That's 10, we have 10 more. If you need a minute, reset your posture, and let's get the rest done. Are you still squeezing those glutes on the way up? 5 more, and we will not see this move again. Last one, squeeze those glutes all the way up. All right, deep squat. You can flip or hold by the horns. You can also put the whole thing down. You can also hold it down here like it's an actual goblet. 20 of these. Inhale, exhale. Use your first one to make sure your feet are correct. Exhale to rise. I'm squeezing my glutes all the way up, and especially at the top, just to make sure my back doesn't go into any sort of, flexion, or my shoulders. Proud chest. That's what I use that pause for, to just check in with my form. I pause here. I push my elbows to my knees just to kind of straighten up. You can pause here. If you're not making it all the way down yet, you have the option to put the kettlebell down, 6 left, or the dumbbell. Really pay attention to what your body's trying to do. It'll let you know. Last two. Last one. Woo. My middle back is feeling all that. All right. Kettlebell swings or resistance band pull through. Step over. Roll those shoulders back. Get your chest proud. Little tension. See how it's already trying to pull me back? That's what we want, but we don't want to let it pull us. Okay? We want to be in charge. Here we go. The faster you move, the more intense. Just move with good form. Speed, not as important. If you're ready for more, step out a little. Two, one. All right, you can let that go or hang on to it. It's time for our last round of wood chops. Left, right, single arm rows. We'll do a stretch, especially for our back, and then we will be done. All right, anchor down into the ground. Scoot yourself out. Again, shoulders forward, but back. Straight, two up to the shoulder. Let's go. So even though we're moving quickly for intensity, we're also controlling our band still. So we're not flinging it and flopping around, okay? It's a good way to hurt yourself. Here we go. Two more. All righty. Single arm, and we're out of, oh, no, I'm sorry, I forgot. Push press, then row, and we're out of here. All right, we know the drill. Let's go. Again, if your kettlebell's not that heavy, you can just push and lower. That little jump there really helps with that nice heavy kettlebell. Two more. Woo. Yep, my shoulder is tired. Here we go. As you fatigue, use that jump, that little bounce. All right, single arm row, option. Split the difference and help yourself here, but don't twist your body. Otherwise, bent over row. Seven, eight, other side. And we're gonna give that back some love. If you have a foam roller, there's a bunch of amazing ways to stretch your back on a foam roller. And 10. Woo. Oh my goodness. Okay. 3 rounds of that is no joke. We're gonna stretch. Grab a little sip of water first. Woo. Coming down into a tabletop position. Woo. Move, little man. Can you move? It's a very old dog. He's 15. All right. tabletop position. Our shoulders are over our wrists, so they're not way up here or way back here. That hurts. We're going to cat-cow. If you're unsure of how to cat-cow or what the breathing position is, I'm going to help you. But first, see how I was kind of scooped down in my low back? I've got this loose tank on, so it's hard to see. Sometimes we do this, right? And sometimes in our tabletop, we have this sort of shoulder rounding. Well, that's all right, because that's our cat-cow. But to start, we want a nice flat back. We're going to exhale. We're going to round the shoulders. Exhale here. On an inhale, we're going to press through, drop the belly. Now, you want to match those movements to your breath. As you inhale, you drop the belly. As you exhale, you round the shoulders. We want our inhale to be shorter than our exhale. I'll say that the other way. We want our exhale to be longer than our inhale. Let's slow our breath down and let's stretch the back. So I'm not going to count for you. I just want you to go on your own. I'll remind you. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. 3 more. Knee back and tabletop. From here, open the knees as wide as the mat. Big toes come together like we're about to go back into child's pose, which you absolutely will be doing. Press the booty down and start to climb the hands. Walk or climb the hands out. Extending the arms. These are active arms, so we don't want to let them just flop. We want them working. Pulling in front while pushing down. Getting a nice stretch through the armpits. You can rest your forehead if you want, if you know your mat is clean. Getting a beautiful stretch right in here. Inhale and exhale. Climb a little further out and start to walk it back. We're going to thread our needle, coming back to tabletop, pulling those knees underneath the hips. We're going to take our right arm out to the side. We're going to thread it through our left arm. We're going to drop our our ear to the mat and climb the arm out. I'll learn my body parts one day. Really stretching. Your top arm's still active. I remember going to a surrender yoga class. I believe it was like a yin yoga class. And we held this pose for like 3 to 4 minutes. And oh my Lord, it was amazing, but also brutal. Active top arm, inhale, exhale. Exhale, bring the arm back, push up, other side. Extend the left arm, wrap it through, ear down, arm out, overhead. Inhale, exhale. Keep that top arm active. Last one, inhale. Exhale, bring the hand back, push yourself up, and come to seated. We're gonna give our torso, our spine a little twist. Left leg is extended, right knee is up or opposite. I have my left knee up. I'm going to grab with my right arm. For you, it might look like my right knee is up and my left arm is grabbing, but that's fine. Opposite arm grabs knee. You can hold here or release the left hand behind you, pressing through, straighten up, looking straight ahead, and then seeing how it feels to turn. Can you look over your shoulder? Maybe not, but you can get close. Good, release. Other knee comes up, other arm hugs. You can hold right there or extend the arm behind you, press through. Use your leverage and rotate. I definitely have more flexibility in this side. I can look over my shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Hugging that knee. And for good measure, because we did a lot of squats and deadlifts, let's stretch our glutes. Bring the left knee up, lean back into the hands, maybe you lean way back. Lift the right leg, flex the toes, put it in front of the left knee, sit forward. From here, straighten up your body. If it feels good, you have the range of motion, scoot the booty to the heels. So we don't want to sit like this, nice and tall. Maybe we lift the booty. Whatever feels best for your body. If your right leg is in front, your right foot is flexed, your right glute is getting the stretch. We're going to do this on the other side, and we are done. One more inhale. Exhale, set it down, release your pretzel. Shake out the hands, maybe roll out the wrists. Other side. So leaning back, flexing the left foot, bring it in front of the right knee, straighten the arms, and then work to get the body closer. If it feels good, lift the butt up or keep it on the floor. But you want your body, your arms straight, extended. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Amazing work, everyone. Thank you for joining me for today's push-pull workout with a kettlebell or your dumbbell and your resistance band. If you don't have one of these, I highly recommend you invest in one. These are wonderful for strength training as well as for stretching your body. Before you leave, if you're interested, I will show you very quickly how I do my chest openers for all that sitting at the desk. So you'll notice I naturally sit like this, right? And this is very hard to do all the time. So what I do is I get onto my jumbo foam roller, put it right at the base of my tailbone, lean back onto it. You definitely want to have your hair out of the way. So maybe a bun or something. I'll try to do it without pulling my hair. Lay yourself down. The foam roller, I scoop myself up just to get comfortable. The foam roller is along my spine. I take my arms and I open. And I've already done this right before our workout. So normally my arms will not touch the ground, my hands. But since I did this already, I can, I'm a little bit more flexible today. I also like to do snow angels, but take it very slow. Overhead, my fingers touch up here and then down. And you'll notice I'm not touching the floor because this is a lot for my body. But as you get, more progressed and as you continue to stretch, you will have more flexibility, more range of motion. Sometimes I just hold right out here to the side. Like I just finished an open and closed fly or an open. And I just hold. And eventually the hands will make their way to the floor. And then you start to inch them up. It gets a lot harder for me as I go up. So trying to rest my hands can be very hard. Another thing I like to do from here, either arms open or arms crossed, is to do a little rolling from side to side. That helps work out any knots you have in the top of your shoulders, but definitely secure your ponytail before you do that because it will start to pull it. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jenny. I look forward to seeing you again next time.